Okay, everybody, hi. Looks like I'm live. It's Dialect Coach Chris Lang coming at you once again. How's everybody doing on Tuesday? It's Technique Tuesday. It's also a very special Tuesday here in America. It's Election Day. So I know there's a lot of people out there feeling lots of emotions and different things. Different levels of calm and stress and anxiety. I just want to invite you, if you're here watching, and you are one of those people on election day who's gotten a little bit of extra stress and has got a little bit of extra anxiety and has got a little bit of extra, just tension today. I want to invite you to set that aside for a minute. There's nothing in life that makes us happier than our ability to sometimes compartmentalize in our lives and put some stuff down for a second that we just don't need to necessarily carry with us throughout our entire day, let alone our week or our life. So, any of the extra stress that you may be carrying with you, I invite you just put that aside today, and let me take you through a quick exercise that allows us to step into our training more fully, to step into our ability to give over to our training and to give over to our technique and our ability and our talent. All right, so go ahead and find a way to sit comfortably on your chair so you have a longish spine. I just want you to invite your jaw to drop. Just ask your jaw to go ahead and nice and easily. You don't have to do anything special here. And then see if you can let air come in and out through your mouth at this point. See if that feels different to let air come in and out through your mouth. And do just what I did there. Give yourself a little bit of an easy sigh. Just let go of whatever you're carrying with you here. Feel how good that feels to sigh. Sigh whatever it is that you're carrying with you out. Unapologetically. Don't worry about how pretty your voice is. Nice, easy sigh. Good. Good. And now, I'm going to take my glasses off while I do this. Close your eyes. I just want you to kind of just gently stroke your face, tap it a little bit. Just tap the muscles here. We're ready to step in. All right, now with your eyes closed, I want you to, in your mind's eye, I want you to imagine this vast space. It's sort of your brain. All these things swirling around, your thoughts, pressures, anxieties, responsibilities, all this stuff that's swirling around your brain right now. Just watch everything kind of swirl around this vast open space in your mind's eye. Then inside your mind's eye, I want you to imagine there's a box. All right, and this box, whatever, it can be made out of wood or stone or clay. It can be made out of air or fire or water or earth or anything you want to make this box. It can be made out of light. It can be made out of sparkles, glitter, rainbows, unicorns, whatever. This box, but imagine this box in detail. This box has a lid that can hinge open. All right? Open up the lid of that box. And I want you to start taking all those things that are swirling around that empty space. I want you to place them inside the box. All right? We just start putting these things inside the box. They're all going to go inside the box. Now, some of them might try to escape the box. That's fine. Just grab them and gently put them back in the box until they stay. So everything that's swirling around that empty space inside your mind, that big open space, just start putting it in the box. And then, gradually, you'll notice that there's less and less for you to grab and put in the box until everything that is swirling around your mind gets put inside that box. And then I want you to close that lid. And I want you to turn the key and fold the lock down and so that it's closed and it's not going to open. Then I want you to take that box and I want you to look somewhere in your room and I'm going to put it over here. That box stays over there. I don't need to look at it because all that stuff that I put in the box, it's going to be there for me when I am ready to go after I spend some time in my technique and my training today. So I don't need to carry that stuff with me right now. Just put it over somewhere, maybe under a table, in a corner, anywhere you'd like in your imagination. Just somewhere where, yeah, I know it's there, but I don't need it right now. So I don't need to be fooling around with the box inside my head anymore. All right. So now you've got a nice, clear, calm, open mind with lots of room inside of it for focus on your technique and your training. This is a great way I love to step into my training and to, just sort of relieve myself of any of the responsibilities and burdens that I will carry around with me on any given day, thinking about, lots of things, productions and clients and accents and all sorts of things, when I need to have that kind of focus. I know those thoughts and those responsibilities are going to be there when I'm done, but for now, I want to place all of my energy and all of my focus into training, into my technique, to bathe my instrument in technique. So as always, my friends, on TMFA, on Technique Tuesday, we're going to talk accents. I want to open this up to a Q&A for everybody right now. All right. No matter what I'm talking about or what, how long I've been going, you should always feel free to pop your questions into the comments because I like these to be conversations. So do please do that with me. And please say hi if you're here. I can see the number of people watching right now, and only one of you has said hi so far. So Ali Riyadh, hi. And he says, hey, Chris, and I say hi right back. I love it when you guys stop by. My passion is helping actors succeed in accents. So if you're here, let me know you're here. And if you have questions, let me know those questions, even if you're not watching this live. I'll swing back and I will definitely answer those questions in the comments that you leave, even if it's not live. Just a quick word, I don't usually deal with technical issues, but today my video seems to be a little fuzzy. I think it's because I'm sharing bandwidth with another live streamer who is sharing my connection right now. So I apologize for the, if it's fuzzy on your end, it just looks fuzzy for me. So we have Dante Carroll. Dante, what's up? And Gina Greco Senko, hope I'm pronouncing that right, says, hello from Tampa. How's Tampa on the East Coast? Florida's going to be very exciting, I think, tonight. We'll see. Or maybe it's going to be not so exciting. That would be okay, too. So I hope everything's going well in Florida. Who else is out there? Say hi, my friends. I want you to say hello. Don't be shy. If you're just watching, just going to check in. Don't be shy. Say hi. So in the title of my video today is Facebook Live. This is number 4 of the Floodgates for accent freedom. That's what we're after today. All right, more accent freedom, and that includes the tongue. The tongue's a big mover and shaker in this party. All right, Ruthie Austin says, hi, Chris, hoping you have a good day. I am actually having a great day. I've had some great meetings with clients. I have a brand new client and then an older client that I met with today. Both are very exciting to work with because they're both native Mandarin speakers, and it provides such a cool window into what's involved in Mandarin language, and let alone the dialects. They both speak very different dialects of Mandarin, but it's really, really fun to work with both those vocal instruments as well. All right, Dante says, how's it going, Chris? I've been practicing tongue twisters lately. All right, tongue twisters are an interesting one, aren't they? What do tongue twisters gift us in this world? Now, we're going to be working on the tongue today, so I'll be interested to know how your tongue twisters go once we've done some work with the tongue after today. But tongue twisters are been traditionally used by actors as warm-up exercises. All right, but it's really important for me that we use them very specifically, that we do them like one of my mentors is in the habit of saying, like, we need to do this professionally. We need to be like detailed, professional at this. So tongue twisters work that same way, right? We've got to know what we're hoping to get out of the detail we're trying to add, so that what we're doing in the tongue twister, we're actually bringing that into our own speech when we start acting. So the tongue twister isn't just a thing we do where it's what to do to die today at a minute or two to do, a distinctly difficult thing to say but harder still to do, etc., where I'm focusing on the alveolar consonants in particular, but then I don't bother to articulate in the same way when I'm speaking. I'm not sure what I'm doing with that tongue twister then, but it's a curious one to have to work out. Why are we using them? I have a tool that I teach that's a combination of all the speech sounds known to man in all of the accents and languages that exist. And we do all of them and we put them together. And I actually have been using that in the last couple of years. And I don't really use tongue twisters anymore because that tool seems to take care of it for me. I then find it to be a little more efficient and more useful. But I'd love to know the tongue twisters you're working with, Dante. And if you guys want to know that tool, come and study with me in my accent skills workshop. You'll definitely learn it. Let's look at the comments. Ooh, lots of cool stuff. Ali Riyad says, yesterday my monologue, a lot of people were talking about the Southern accent being bad. If you don't know, it's from Libya, Benghazi, an Arabic country. So Ali, first off, like what I said in the comments of your monologue, I always applaud attempt. You should never, ever, ever not attempt at the thing. All right, always go for it. But what we want to do is in that attempt, we want to have that attempt to be nice and focused. So we want to know what we're dealing with in terms of accents. And Ollie, I definitely applaud that attempt. That was really, really a strong attempt. Just want you to know that because you're not a native English speaker, I'm assuming you might be, but if you're not a native English speaker, all right, here's what we want to do. We want to make sure that we can take the knowledge you already possess, insert it into your English experience, and then grow that. We need some extra technique and skill. We need some more flexibility and control with your vocal anatomy so that you know what details you're adding in to your speech to create that Southern accent, whichever one we want to target, because there's tons of them. All right. Want to have the ability to choose these things, but never ever apologize for a fearless attempt. Go for it. Just be prepared to get notes, right? Be prepared to get notes from myself and others like me. Just as a reminder to everybody out there, if you do find on Monologue Monday somebody doing an accent, tag me in the post, okay? Do not reply on your own, all right? However well-meaning you might be, don't reply on your own unless it's a tag. Say, hey, cool accent. Maybe check out Chris and talk about that and point it sort of in my direction. Don't give accent advice unless you're a professional accent coach on this page. Wendy has invited me on specifically so that I can give you guys the best advice possible when it comes to accents in your work. So just a reminder to do that. Friendly reminder. If you do, screw up on that, I may have to mute you or block you for a little bit. So just FYI. We take these rules pretty seriously in the group. But Ali, good attempt. Really, come to me. I'm here to help. I want to work with you, man. I want to make sure we can level up your career and get you the accent flexibility you need to be really successful. So definitely want to help you do that. Let's see here. Yeah. So Dante, I love that you said your monologue was fine. We just need practice. We need practice. We need practice and focused attention into the skill that is accents. Accents are just as difficult to learn as martial arts. In fact, I think harder because you have to act at the same time you're doing an accent. And so if you think about the accent that way, we've got to practice it that way. We have to practice it like a skill that needs lots of attention and time, repetition, muscle memory, and then integration into your acting. So we're here to practice and learn. That's what, just like Dante said. Truth. Love you guys. Love when you guys come to my Facebook Lives. Okay. Keep them coming. Keep the comments coming. I love all your comments and questions. Keep them coming. Interrupt me anytime. Okay. The tongue. The tongue today. The tongue. It's a big one for us. All right? The tongue is huge. You know what I did wrong? I'm not doing this via Zoom today because I can't share my screen easily, but that's fine. All right, I'll find my way around it here. Because the reason I say this because there's a great YouTube video that I can link to. In fact, I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to link to this YouTube video so you all can watch it. And I've probably shown this video to you guys before in a previous Facebook Live, but here, okay, I've just popped it in the comments. The tongue in action, I've called it. This is an MRI video of somebody speaking English, all right? Now go ahead and click on this and go ahead and watch it while I'm talking to you, all right? I'm going to assume in 5 seconds you will all be watching it. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, I'm going to talk as if you are watching it. If not, you can pause me and then press play at the same time. You'll notice this tongue, all right, is the big blobby thing in the middle of the mouth. That thing's giant. It's It's huge, all right? It's not actually one muscle like most people will talk about it. It's actually 8 different muscles stacked on top of each other, kind of muscle fibers all moving in different directions. It's why the tongue is so flexible, all right? But look how big the tongue is. And ask yourself, does my tongue feel that large in my mouth? Maybe? Probably not is my guess. Probably not, all right? But this tongue muscle is big and flexible. It can fill up, different spaces in your mouth, can change shapes fairly easily. It can move in lots of different directions. It is one of the biggest forces in our vocal tract that shapes how our speech happens. All right? It's part of all the vowel shaping. It's part of all the consonant obstruction, almost exclusively. So it's a giant part of what we do. And because it's such a large part of what we do, all right, because it's such a big part of everything, we have to be able to have flexibility in this big muscle group. Again, it's 8 different muscles. We usually treat it like one muscle, okay? So go ahead and everybody put your fingers right here, just under your chin, and you should feel some, some stuff under there. And I want you to press your tongue into the roof of your mouth quickly a few times. You feel anything with your fingers there? That, my friends, that is the root of your tongue. Okay, that's tongue you're feeling. All right, so that's where your tongue goes. Oh, I love this. Dante says, I had to take speech classes back when I was younger. My tongue was too big for my mouth. It was really hard to pronounce S sounds. This is one of those things that happens. Pardon me. This is one of those things that happens as we grow. Sometimes our anatomy is a little bit, misaligned early on, and then we sort of grow into it. For me, thing that I dealt with is I have a very short lingual frenulum. It's this little piece of attachment, of sort of skin and ligament that attaches the tongue, this top part here, to the root of the tongue down here. Mine's really short. And so when I was very young, I had difficulty doing that, getting the tip of my tongue up on those, behind the teeth on the alveolar ridge. All right? I had that trouble right there. And because of that, there were certain sounds I struggled to say. For instance, my L sounds, la, la. I used to go, la, la. Still do that, actually, quite often. All right? So this is how everything is, we all have different vocal anatomies, even though we all will have a tongue and the lingual frenulum. Some of our tongues are going to be wider and skinnier and taller and fatter and thinner. I have a very, very wide tongue because my head is very wide. Look at this big old jaw, super wide tongue. But I have trouble, getting the tip of the tongue up real high. I have to bunch my tongue to get it to touch the roof of my mouth. All right, that's just what I have to do. So there are some sounds that actually are a lot easier for me to make in accents because of that. But there are some sounds that are harder for me to make. For instance, S sounds as well. So Dante, I'm on the board with you on that one. Lots of different ways we can do this. But S sounds are made, these kind of sounds. There's several ways we can make those. And if you take my accent skills workshop, you'll learn all about the different ways that happens. Come one, come all to my accent skills workshops where you will learn everything about how to do accents in general. Ollie says it's my first time watching Chris and I've really enjoyed it. I'm enjoying having you as well. I get a kick out of having everybody here and teaching this stuff. So we've talked a little bit about root of the tongue. I hope you've seen the video where you can see that tongue, okay? Now, the piece of the tongue we're going to use most often and talk about most and be most aware of is okay? This top surface of the tongue. Now, I have drawn a picture of this. And like always, no need to be intimidated. You too can learn to draw just as well as me. All right? I draw about the level, I think, of maybe a third grader. I think my niece, who's in third, almost fourth grade, I think she draws better than me. So anyway, we'll see. So what we're dealing with here, let me point out the pieces of this. Tip of the tongue, right here. And go ahead and touch that. If your fingers are clean, clean your fingers if they're not. Here. Tip of the tongue. Then we've got the blade of the tongue here, right here. Okay. Just that front, like the porch of the tongue. It's just enough to cover maybe the first knuckle of your finger. Yeah. Okay. Touch that. Scratch it. Cool. And as soon as it goes in your mouth, you're like, oh, I know exactly where that is. Because you can feel it all of a sudden, right? Because you've now brought awareness to it through touch. Okay. Oops. There we go. All right. Next piece of the tongue is going to be this whole thing, the rest of this. This is D for dorsum, which means body. So this is the body or dorsum of the tongue. And the dorsum has a front, a middle, and a back. All right, and each one of those pieces of the dorsum can kind of move independently of the others, even though they are connected. And this part of the tongue is primarily interested in arching and cupping. All right, though this part of the tongue, in combination with the root, can also spread and narrow like this. Try this if you can. I call this pancake tongue and hot dog tongue. Uh-huh. Pancake and hot dog. All right, so all of this is connected to be able to move the tongue like that. Our biggest goal, though, is, again, how do we make this flexible? All right, we want it to be flexible enough so that these pieces of the tongue can do everything we want them to do in our speech and accents. All right, so let's start with one thing to do. If we're going to stretch this muscle, let's stretch it, okay? So I'm going to do with you, just repeat after me if you can here. All right, this is the first big stretch of the tongue that I want you to do. Let's all have a contest to see whose tongues are the longest. All right, 1, 2, 3. And really stretch out that tongue. Try to get it to stretch all the way out. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. All right. Remember to breathe. And I always like to ask, guys, take a picture of this for me and put it in the comments. I'd love to see how long your tongue is as a part of this. All right, but after you've done that, I want you to take 5 breaths. Put it back in your mouth. Where do you feel something different? Probably right here. Holly says, yours is really long. I actually do have a fairly long tongue, even if my lingual frenulum isn't very long. And that's hard for me to do, that guy. My tongue itself is really pretty long, but I also work at stretching it. So where do you feel something different? Anything in here, maybe? You might feel, uh-huh. You might even feel, along the sides, perhaps. Something along those lines. All right. That's the first stretch we want to do. Second stretch we want to do is this. Release your jaw and put your tongue here. Okay. And we're going to run the tongue around this inside space of your mouth. A little bit like you're trying to clean some peanut butter out of your mouth. All right. 10 times one way, 10 times the other. Ali says, I feel it along the sides. Now, Ali, if you're a native Arabic speaker, that makes a lot of sense to me in terms of how you hold your tongue. In terms of how you speak Arabic, the muscles you use makes a lot of sense. The sides of your tongue would be a little tight, maybe. Or you'd be able to feel that in the stretch, whether they're a little tight or not. All right, Dwayne D says this, or Tail says, or Tate, I'm sorry, says this is my first time doing a tongue workout. These are muscles, guys, just like every other muscle in your body, and they have to be worked out. Because they got to be worked out, otherwise they're not going to be in shape to do accents. All right, so next stretch we're going to do. So inside, 10 times one way, 10 times the other way. Here we go. Remember to breathe. What? All right. You may feel some tension in there. All right. I struggle because my camera is going the opposite way that my mouth is, so because I'm mirrored here, so I tried to reverse directions. Anyway, I think that was counterclockwise that I just went. Now I got to go clockwise. Same thing again 10 times. Clockwise. All right. And again, you may feel some tension. Just let everything hang out. All right. Best way to release the tongue after this is go like this. Now, I'm going to put up a spit shield so I don't spit all over my computer. So it's as if we're doing a bilabial trill with our tongue and here. Just air right now. You can feel these vibrations all up through here. Good. And now add some voice to this. Now, I do this all day, every day, especially when I'm in the car in traffic. Helps me release my jaw. But this is a great way to keep your tongue nice and loose, is to spend 5 minutes every day. All right, two things are happening. First of all, the tongue is flapping, all right, so it's massaging itself loose, all right. This is what we call a ballistic stretch. A static stretch is when we go stretch. A ballistic one is where we stretch out the muscle and we let it sort of flop and hang and give into gravity, all right. This is a ballistic stretch for your tongue. Now we add voice to the party. And what we get out of this now is the vibrations your vocal folds are creating, those sound waves, are literally massaging the muscles to help them release even more. So if you did this for 5 minutes straight every day, I guarantee in a week you'd feel something different. Challenge? Are you willing to? Test it out. I want to hear next week in my Facebook Live how it went. All right, now just take a second and notice, does my tongue feel any different? Go ahead and touch yourself in your vocal tract where you feel some different sensations. You might, and how would you describe that? Do you feel some length, some openness, maybe some space, some freedom in the muscle, something along those lines? Yeah, what do I feel? Dante says challenge accepted, and so does Ali. All right, my friends, on board. I'm so excited. Okay, here we go. So what do you feel that's different? Go ahead and post what you feel that's different. For me, I feel some space underneath, so that says to me the root of my tongue is elongated, has released a little bit. All right, because I feel some space. I also feel some space in the back of my mouth. So that may mean that my soft palate is also lifted a little bit, but also that the back of my dorsum, all right, may also have released. So that's kind of cool that that happens. All right, I want to do 2 more things on the tongue with you guys in terms of stretching to help release. All right, Evan, Evan J. Mackey is here. Says, Evan, Chris, don't I know you from somewhere? Yes, Evan. And guys, if you're, so Ali and Dante and Dwayne and anybody else here who's looking to take my accent skills workshop, Evan is actually a student of mine. Been working together now since, oh, gosh, was it July or August? I can't remember. Probably August, I think. He's been in my accent skills workshop, and we're just about to start to work privately, one-on-one. He's got a great southern accent from Georgia, and he's looking to up his game with accents. But if you guys have any questions about what it's like to be in my skills workshop, Evan's a great resource. I think he'll tell you what it's like, with the things you're going to learn, and, is it worth it? I think it is. Evan, you tell them if it's worth it to take that workshop and what they get out of it, for sure. But if you guys are really interested, Evan will be a great resource. I think he had a great time in the workshop. So, 2 more things to do with the tongue. All right. Thing 1 is this. Put the tip of the tongue behind your lower teeth. Okay? And I want you to stretch. So imagine this is your tongue here. We're going to go. We're going to stretch this tongue. All right, now as you do this, I want you to see if you can relax your jaw a little bit and the back of your, that sort of pharynx and soft palate in the very back. So let's try this. We'll go. Okay, now do 1 more and hold it. Hold it. And now, as you hold it, I want you to yawn, but keep your tongue exactly where it is. Here we go. All right. And again, do you feel any difference back here? Where do you feel your tongue? Has it changed a little bit inside your mouth? Do you have a greater awareness of it? All right, cool. Some more comments going on here. Oh, Dwayne D. Tate lives in Georgia. Dwayne and Evan may know each other. This is exciting. I love when people bump into each other. It is indeed a small world after all. Dante says, will this workshop help for my voice acting career? 100%. If you're interested in character voices, and if you're interested in like really any character voices or accents that are going to expand your voice acting career, you want to start with these skills. Couple of reasons, because in voice acting especially, you need to have flexibility, you need to have breadth, width, and depth, and lots of possibility. But you also need a way to, go into the studio and record for a day, go away, and come back in 3 months when they say, hey, we need you to do these voices again for these other things, and to be able to have a way to know what the heck it was you did in the first place, and to be able to recreate it really specifically. That's one of the big challenges of voice acting that this workshop will definitely help you to do. So great. Let's see here. So so Evan and Dwayne are having a great time talking about how awesome Georgia is. It's definitely a great place, especially for the acting community. But it's hot and humid. I don't know how you guys deal with that. I'm a mountain kid. Like, I want to stay up in the mountains where it's dry and snowy and cold and not humid at all. And there's wind and it, makes you feel like you're alive. That humidity just kills you. I don't know how you guys do that. It must be a skill that you have to build or learn or something. All right, my friends. The last tongue thing we want to do. Now, I have a towel for this. All right, because I like to, we're going to be touching our tongue. So I like to use a dish towel. Just makes it easier. Also, this stretch can activate salivary glands. So if you drill, you got to be able to clean it up. So get a paper towel, or you can just grab with your fingers if they're clean if you'd like to do that. But I like to use this. So what we're going to do is I want you to take your towel or your paper towel, and I want you to grab your tongue. All right? And I want you to pull it straight out of your face. And then wiggle side to side. And then a higher and pull. And then a third time. Go even further back. Now we're kind of in the middle of the dorsum. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. And now let your tongue hang. Kind of just like this. All right. See if you feel something different in your tongue. Okay. And now, just as a release for this, let's go back to nice and easy. No compression here. Let's something nice and easy and light and flowy. Add some voice to it now. You can even go through your pitch range. Go. One more. All right. Cool, everybody. Now, test out your tongue. Say, hi, my name is so-and-so, and I'm in a Facebook Live with Chris. So I'd say, hi, my name is Chris Lang, and I'm doing a Facebook Live for TMFA on Technique Tuesday on November 3rd, and I love all the actors who come to spend time with me. Test your tongue out. See if it's more flexible, if you can feel something different in your tongue, just because you stretched it out. You are a vocal athlete, just like the people in the NFL are football athletes. You're a vocal athlete as an actor. So you need to stretch these muscles. I mean, these guys, in the NFL, they wouldn't step out on the field without warming up first, and you wouldn't either. All right? So we've got to be able to warm up and stretch this stuff so it's there for you when you want it to be. So I want you to take these tongue exercises, and my challenge to you, all right, is to do them every day this week and see if come next week you notice any difference in how your vocal anatomy is working. All right. That's the challenge. Who will accept that challenge, my friends? And who will come back next week and tell me how the challenge went? That is the great question. I certainly will be here next week, my friends, because we have the fifth and final floodgate of accent freedom, which is going to be the soft palate and uvula. All right, one of the weirder things we have to deal with because it's all the way in the back and it's hard to see and it's hard to deal with if you don't know where it is. But I should help you and teach you. All right. Oh, I love this. So Dwayne says, I hate the heat. It's finally starting to get cold. Thank God, right? I couldn't deal with the heat there. Dante says, I live in Minnesota. It's too cold here. It's about to start snowing soon again. Yes. And I like the snow because snow equals skiing. So that's why I live in Colorado for snow and skiing. My friends, that's all I have for today in terms of the tongue stuff. So I want you guys to go deep. So we've done the jaw, we've done the lips, all right. We've done the tongue, all right. We've done the neck and the sort of the throat, those muscles. So that was the first one: neck and throat, then jaw, then lips, and now tongue is number 4. Your goal this week is to go through all of these together. All right, start with the bigger muscles of the neck and throat. All right, you can always go back. My Facebook Lives don't go away, so go check in on them from 3-4 weeks ago to find the exercises if you need to. All right, so do those, then do the muscles of the jaw, then the lips and the tongue. Every day this week, spend 10 minutes going through all this. Shouldn't take you more than 10 minutes. 15 tops if you're really, hardcore. But do this every day. Give yourself the gift of release and warm-up, man. My friends, this is where it comes from. Warm-up isn't a chore. It should feel good, right? It should feel good like when you give yourself the gift of going to the spa or a massage or something like that, or a bath, nice warm bath. It should all feel good. All right? So go rewatch all the previous ones if you need to. But for sure, do this release stuff all week and come back next week as we get into the soft palate and uvula and let me know how it's gone for you. I'll be really interested to know all of that. Another one. So Caitlin Tyson says, lifting the soft palate and keeping the tongue relaxed is my struggle. I am there in the struggle with you, Caitlin. All right. How do I isolate the muscles of the soft palate and uvula so that my tongue isn't involved in that? Because ultimately, all of these pieces of our anatomy are not coupled together. We uncouple them. We're just used to using them together is the thing. We're used to using them together. And so that's how they get used more often than not. But we can separate them, and that's a big goal for us in our accent work. All right. So, Dante, that's very kind. Chris is a good coach. I appreciate that. It's very kind of you, Dante. All right, everybody. So as a reminder, accent skills. Guess what, my friends? I have extended the deal. All right. I have 5 of these left. 5 actors out there. If you are one of 5 actors who's interested in leveling up your accent acting career and really digging into this as a skill that's going to help you in your career, all right, I have room for 5 actors in my accent skills workshop. If you go to courses.dialectcoachchrislang.com and you use the coupon code, it's been extended now, October Accents. I know it's November, but the coupon code is October Accents. You guys on TMFA are going to get 40% off. All right, you're going to get 40% off of my accent skills workshop. And there's room, I have 5 of these left. All right, 5 of them. So if you want one, go to courses.dialectcoachchrislang.com and use the coupon code OctoberAccents, all one word, and you'll get 40% off. I will also offer you, once you sign up, you'll go to a landing page on my website where you can also sign up for my office hours, which I highly recommend. So while you're in the online on-demand skills workshop, you can still work privately with me. All right, and that will be, you'll buy a 6-pack of office hours to go with your workshop, and that's already 25% off. So not only will you get 40% off of the workshop, but you also get 25% off of the office hours pack. The website is courses.dialectcoachchrislang.com. It's in the comments, my friends, and I want you guys to take advantage of this. Okay, we're in a weird time of life with COVID and a pandemic and, elections and everything like that. And I want you guys to have the refuge of technique and training so that no matter what's happening in the outside world, you guys are always moving forward. always be training. There is never a time in your life as an actor, as an artist, where you will not be in training. So you got to learn to love your training. You got to say, what's next? What's the next level that I can train at? What's the next thing that I can learn? What's the next accent for me? Where's the next place for me to go? And that, my friends, right now starts with accent skills and deciding what accents you're going to learn and making a plan for the next year about how you're going to do that. And I am here to help. All right? I am definitely here to help you guys. That's why Wendy has asked me on to teach to you guys every Technique Tuesday, and I love being here. My TMFA actors and Winners Inner Circle actors are all my favorites. Because you guys are driven, you're hungry, you want to be pros, you want to succeed, and I want you to succeed. So I'm here to help. Wilbert Charles Jr. is here, says greetings in session. Well, I'm happy to see you here as well. All right, my friends, as always, any questions you have, pop them in the comments, even if you're not watching live. You can always reach out to me via my website, dialectcoachchrislang.com. I have a very friendly chatbot there who will happily take your information and help you to schedule a private, free, one-on-one consultation with me so we can talk about your accent training. So go there if you'd like to do that, and I'm definitely interested in chatting about your accent goals and your future accents for sure. All right. Ali says, I hope to make it to the USA in 2021. Ali, I hope so too. I'm looking forward to it. But don't let your distance be a detractor here, because I coach online. It's all online, in fact, always. So unless we're on set for the first time, that's usually when I meet my clients for the first time in person, is on set. Usually, otherwise, it's like this online. So Ali, if you want to study accents, I'm here for you right away. We just have to figure out the time zone change, and that's it. All right, my friends, that's 40 minutes or so of me yakety-yakking away. Much love to everybody. Just remember, no matter what happens as the outcome of our election here today, I love you all, no matter who you voted for. We are all Americans. We're all in this one together, and I wish the best for each and every one of you. Much love and peace. I will see you all next Technique Tuesday with uvula and soft palate stuff. In the meantime, be well, be safe, and drink plenty of water. All right, stay hydrated. Best advice I ever got. Bye, everybody. Have a good one.